Welcome. My name is Thomas Ledford, and I'm here to share in this video how to build your business, especially if you're in a service-based industry like myself, income tax preparation and training for the last 18 years, the last 12 as a business owner. So I prepare individual income taxes, a basic complex. I also teach a basic income tax course. I also have a career training program for people who want to make a career in the income tax preparation industry like I did over the last 18 years. And, also inside the financial management service industry as well, providing life insurance, income protection, becoming debt-free and growing your income to help you live a better way of life for you and your family. So I'm in a service-based industry, and what I'm going to be sharing is basically going to fall under the umbrella of people who have to be in the service-based industry, because I get people reaching out all the time asking, what ways you use or what things they can do to help grow their service-based industry. And so based on my experience, based on what working for me and what I'm currently doing, is what my videos will be all about. It'll be all about real live situations that I do and that I go through concerning my own business, being in the service-based industry, that I'll be sharing with you over the course of these videos that I do. So when it comes to building your business, being in the service-based industry, what you start out new, where you don't have a following, you don't have a brand recognized yet, you haven't built no lack of trust, you don't have an audience, you don't have a list of people you can follow back up with, you basically just fresh on the scene where there's so much competition that's already out here that you got to find a way to get recognized, to build your brand, to build know, like, and trust, to build an audience, to build a list of people you can follow up with each and every day to help them to get to know you and who you are, where you headed, and what's in it for them if they decide to join you. Is the big picture concept that you want to keep focus on. And so when it comes to being in the service-based industry and trying to build that, you want to lead with value, which is education. You want to educate the ideal client on what you offer, what you're all about, what's your area of expertise, what will they get for deciding to do business with you without them having to spend any money up front to find out what that's about. And so that's the mindset shift you must have coming in the door, especially being new. You ain't made no money, you don't have no following, you don't have no clientele, you don't have no like and trust, you don't have nothing established yet. And so the way to introduce yourself to an already busy market of people who are in the service-based industry, especially based on what niche you may be in, you want to separate yourself from the pack and let people know, hey, this is who I am, this is where I'm headed, and this is what's in it for you if you decide to do business with me. And so you educate people by giving them value up front over and over again, but you do that in a strategic way. You know what I'm saying? So certain way you have to do that. You don't want to get away the farm, but at the same time, you want to give them just enough to let them know that you know your stuff. And anything deeper than that, then now we got to sit down and have a face-to-face consultation that's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already showed you through giving you free educational value about what my area of expertise is and what you're going to get if you do business with me. And so if you need to know more, then that's when we need to sit down and you need to start paying for my time. And that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? So if you do it right, then 70% of the customers won't have a problem with that. But you got to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, it's no really right or wrong, but based on some guidelines and some strategies you want to implement, that's going to help you to make sure that you're not giving away so much information to the point where you basically solve their problem. They don't even need to pay you now. And so now you will see them again once they have another situation. You don't want that. So the thing is with me, with income tax preparation, I'm going to just give them some basic information, answer some questions, and let them know that anything deeper than that, then unless you're going to pay for my services, then the buck stop here as far as what we're talking about. And as far as my income tax course that I teach people, what I do is, a lot of people want to take the course, they're interested in it, but a lot of times they have no clue about what it's about. They have no clue on what it's going to take to pass the course, to be successful in this industry at all. So what I do now is give a 2-hour free mini course where they can come in for 2 hours. I'm going to give them an overview of what this income tax preparation is about, what it's going to take for you to be able to pass the course. And by the time I'm finished, then they have a better idea of what's ahead of them. And if they still want to go forward and learn it, then they come out their pocket with their debit card or credit card for cash, and we move forward. If not, then they go their way, I go mine. But that's how that's done. That way, they get a chance to get educated. They get to know that I know what I know. And at the same time, they get to find out, is this something really good fit for them? Is this something they think they can wrap their mind around before they make a purchase decision by giving you some money for a course that they know nothing about and don't know if they'll be able to pass it or not. And we don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is, like I say, educate them first, give them the big picture, give them enough information to make a clear, sound decision. And after the 2-hour session, 9 out of 10, they'll be able to let me know with confidence if they want to go forward or not, or it's not for me. And that's fine with me. And so that's the type of investment I make in people by educating them first, especially when it comes to taking an income tax course. And then for people who want to make a career in it like I did, you know what I'm saying, they get a 3-hour mini course that covers more information, because when it comes to making a career in this, you need to have more information. And so that's what that's about. So the 2-hour free mini course is for people who just want to take the income tax course for their own personal reasons, not really sure what they're going to do with it, but they want to take it. And then for the ones who already know they want to make a career out of this, I have a 3 to 4 hour mini course that's going to help them to make a decision on if this is the right move for them when it comes to that. And then a lot of times I'm dealing with people who already been in the industry. I'm dealing with people who already work for tax services but haven't taken the A game to the next level yet. So when you're dealing with people who already have some type of experience in the industry, then what I give them helps them to better solidify the fact that they want to definitely go to the next level and make a career in it, because what I show them that they don't get to see as an employee, they get to see because now you finna switch hats and become an employer opposed to employee. And so that's the biggest shift when it comes to working in this industry as an employee. And then now you want to take it to the next level and become an employer, because see, my career training course is all about you taking it to the next level by having your own income tax service. That's where the leverage come from. That's where the money come from. You know what I'm saying? Where you cut out the middleman, where you're not working for another firm, but you're working for your own self. And the clients that you service, that money goes directly to your account, where you make more money as a result of that. But it's more responsibilities and more things that go along with running your own business that you need to know up front. That way you can decide if you want to still do it, and at the same time, there's some options to go with that, where you can still make a career in this industry from the standpoint of being your own boss, but at the same time having someone help manage your business on the front end for you as well as the back end is an option that'll come quickly as you decide to be focused and get good at learning the skill and get good at going out here and using the strategies and the things I'm going to teach you that's going to allow you to fast track your success inside this tax preparation industry is what I offer. You know what I'm saying? So my career training course has 3 tiers to it. It has the pro beginner, it has the advanced pro, and it has the elite pro program. So it's 3 tiers to that program. And so based on the people I deal with, based on where they at in their journey, based on where they at and they walk with making a career in it, some going to start at the pro level, pro beginners level. Some going to start at the advanced pro level, and some might be at the elite level because they got enough time and experience and knowledge in it. And now all they need to do is plug in some things that's not a part of their portfolio as far as being tax service and being in a career-minded situation. And so that's what I help bring to the table when it comes to what I offer to the industry and to the marketplace. So, so you definitely want to, if you're in a service-based industry, this is who this video is for. And it's all about you educating the client first, especially when you're starting out new and you're not known, you're not recognized, and you're trying to build something. You want to let people know what you're working with. You want to let people know that you got true value, you got true solutions, you got true service that you bring to the marketplace that's going to be a benefit to the people who looking for what you already do. You know what I'm saying? So if you happen to be a painter, you know what I'm saying, there's some things you can do to help let people know what you're all about. You know what I'm saying, without having to paint for free. You know, it's you got to be creative and resourceful as an entrepreneur / business owner if you want to make it in this marketplace. Because there's so many people, based on what niche or category you're in, that's doing what you're doing, that you need to be able to separate yourself from the pack and stand out in a positive way that's going to let people know you're serious, you're credible, you know your stuff, and you got their best interest at heart. And that's the big thing, having their best interest at heart. And so one of the sayings that I say now that I learned from my mentoring coach is that I make money at the service of others and not at the expense of others. And what that statement simply says is that instead of me going out here providing a service where I'm not caring about you, I don't have your best interest at heart, it's really all about just getting your money and going about your business and I'm going about mine, then that's not going to work for long-term success. So being at the service of others as far as making a living and providing services means I got your best interest at heart. I'm going to do what I got to do to let you know that I know my stuff. I'm going to do what I got to do to let you know that I'm here to protect you as a client, as at the same time, and at the same time protecting me as a business owner, but at the same time making sure that you definitely happy with the service that I provided to you, to the point where you start to share the message to your family and friends and co-workers and things of that nature, is what you want to have happen when you start to be in business. You know, you want referrals. You want people able to refer you because they enjoy your attitude, your personality, your professionalism, the service you provided, the solutions you had to go with the service you provided, and all those other things that come along with the service that you provide for the client based on the niche you're in. And so you got to understand that you must be willing to educate people and give them value first to let them know that you're the real deal and that this is what you'll get if you do business with me. And from there, that starts to grow. You know what I'm saying? You get one client who will send you 4 or 5, and those 4 or 5 will send you 4 or 5. And before you know it, you have 40 or 50 people in your database of clients. And if each one send you one, then that 40 or 50 turn into 80 or 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that can grow really quickly. If you providing value to people, you got their best interests up front, you doing what you need to do on the front end as well as the back end of your business to protect you and the client and stand out in such a great way that they think you're the greatest of all time when it comes to the service you provided to them, that wherever they go, they let people know, hey, this is the guy who does my income tax work. This is the guy who helped me with tax planning. This is the guy who helps me with tax resolution. This is the guy who helps me with my overall financial situation concerning me building something for the long term for me and my family. This is my go-to guy, you know, or my go-to girl, or my go-to young lady. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of impact you want to make in the marketplace when it comes to people and your ideal client. So in the next video, we'll be talking about more of what you need to do in the service-based industry by giving you some more information as far as being more detailed and giving you some ideas that you can use based on certain niches and categories that you may be working in the industry. And then from there, you'll be able to take that information, implement it, and see what type of results you get from it. And then reach out to me, leave me a comment, let me know that how they work for you. And if there's anything I do to help you to grow your business, don't hesitate to reach out and so we can connect And I'll see you in my next video.